March for Life happened earlier this morning. We'll tell you all about it coming up.
A chimney fire gets out of control and spreads to the ceiling of one area house. And a familiar face on your television screen for decades has passed away.
Live in high definition from your news leader, this is Jet 24 Action News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Brian Wilk. A big turnout in Perry Square this afternoon for the annual March for Life. Julia Hazel joins us in the studio after speaking with some of the demonstrators. Julia?
Brian, most of Perry Square was filled with people who were there for the 48th annual March for Life event. The People for Life is an educational institute in Erie where they host this march every year to share their beliefs for pro-life.
Well, we're here to show our support for the pro-life movement and bring more attention to the fact that every life matters, especially the unborn who are completely defenseless.
The People for Life Institute created this event to show difference in beliefs from the 1973 case of Roe versus Wade.
Well, this is the 40th anniversary of the Roe v. Wade decision, which happened on January 22nd, 1973, and we see that as a very good example of something that was done very undemocratically.
Roe versus Wade was a landmark decision from the United States Supreme Court that protects a woman's liberty to choose to have an abortion. People for Life explain that this is the gathering they look forward to every year.
And it's been an annual event. Last year we had an ice storm, and it was the first time we had to call it off. So after so many things being canceled this past year, I think people are ready to get out and express themselves.
This annual event allows for people to come together to support a cause they believe in.
And this is an important topic, and it's one of those topics that affects everyone in every part of our lives.
The state deputy of Pennsylvania Knights of Columbus, Ken Krugel, says that we support these marches in a peaceful way. The marches are being held throughout the state every weekend during the month. Brian?
Thank you, Julia. A busy night for rescue crews after a chimney fire spreads to the ceiling of a house. It's news out of Crawford County tonight. Crews were called to the 23,000 block of State Highway 27 around 10:30 Friday for a reported structure fire. According to the homeowner, he called the fire department for a chimney fire that spread to the vaulted ceiling inside the home. Crews were able to get the fire under control in order to keep it from spreading to the rest of the home. No injuries were reported. Relief is coming to those who are unemployed. The Department of Labor and Industry announced this afternoon that payments for the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation Program will resume the week of January 24th. You will receive an additional $300 per week. For more information on the program, you can visit our website, yourerie.com. The State Department of Health reporting 97 new positive cases today in Erie County. With today's number, the county has a total of 14,683 cases. The state is reporting an increase of 5,785 new cases. Since March of 2020, there have been nearly 800,000 cases of COVID-19 in the Commonwealth. An additional 205 died from COVID-19 in the state, bringing that total to 20,278. Crawford County reporting 26 new cases. Warren County reports an increase of 12. Ashtabula County reporting 20 new cases. Chautauqua County, New York continues to report 6,018 total cases. Television host Larry King has died. King died at a Los Angeles hospital today. While no cause of death was given, it was reported early on in January the 87-year-old was hospitalized with COVID-19. He has had several medical issues over the years, including a heart attack, prostate and lung cancer, as well as type 2 diabetes. King was a famed radio host for decades and appeared nightly on CNN, where he won many accolades, including 2 Peabody Awards. Larry King was 87 years old. President Joe Biden's battle plan is taking shape just days into his presidency. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the story.
with a burst of executive orders.
First one is the economic relief related to COVID-19.
President Joe Biden's battle plan takes shape. Signing more than 30 actions in his first 3 days in office, Biden is blazing the trail for his agenda, highlighted by the dire situation for millions of Americans reeling from the coronavirus pandemic.
We're in a national emergency. We need to act like we're in a national emergency. So we've got to move with everything we've got. And we've got to do it together.
He's asking Americans to mask up for 100 days, his first 100 days in office, and is launching a COVID-19 pandemic board to boost testing, with the goal of making 100 million shots available in those first 100 days.
We want to set our own markers and markers for the American public so that they know we're meeting our goal. If we surpass that, that's great.
The 46th President of the United States is also making clear what he wants from Congress. With both chambers in the Democrats' control, Biden is calling for another sweeping economic stimulus package in the range of $2 trillion. It would include another round of direct stimulus payments to most Americans, this time to the tune of $1,400. With the stroke of a pen, Biden also undoing several Trump-era initiatives, like halting the controversial Keystone Pipeline. And after championing unity during his inaugural address, Republicans seizing those Trump rollbacks as partisan politics.
This is literally going down the wish list of the far left and checking all of them off.
A local consignment shop is celebrating a milestone. It's good news tonight at 6 o'clock. The Sassy Peacock on Pittsburgh Avenue is welcoming the public to come through the doors this weekend to help honor 15 years of business. According to the owner, in addition to the sale, Hot Off the Press, which is another business, will be inside the store making panini sandwiches to go on Saturday.
It's been quite an accomplishment, but this has been a tough year. I have more merchandise than ever, so it is a good selection this year. The store is 50% off. I have furs, real furs at 40%. I have jewelry at 50% off, boots.
The sale will go through the end of the month. The Sassy Peacock is open from 10 in the morning to 5 in the evening, Monday through Saturday. Coming up on Jet 24 Action News at 6 o'clock, it's a big word with a simple concept. It's called biomimicry, and it's the focus of a fascinating virtual workshop. We'll tell you about it in this week's PI 365. That's after a look at Tom's forecast. Hey, Tom.
Hello, Brian. Nice and tranquil for today, more tranquility tomorrow. But we'll go for the rest of the week.